What's up, YouTube? It's Christopher. Today, we're finally getting around to the demo of my brand new Gretsch G5220. It is the Electrojet. It's their import model. Well, I guess they're all imports. One's from Japan, and I think this one's from China. But let me tell you something. $449 brand new. This is a lot of guitar for $449. I just holding this in my hand and playing it without going through an amp, I would guess, if I didn't know what I was holding, that I was holding a Gibson or something of that quality level. You know, something that costs 2, 3, even 4 times as much as this does. The feel of this guitar is outstanding, as is the fit and finish. There is absolutely zero to talk about for flaws. I'm talking nothing. Right out of the box, this thing was set up. I swear to God, I've had this thing for a week, maybe more. When did I get this? Yeah, it's been over a week I've had it, and I've never adjusted anything. All I've had to do is tune it when it goes out because the strings are stretching. I haven't had to change a single thing, which is unheard of. Usually I get a guitar, I have to modify something. I have to raise the bridge, I have to set the intonation, I got to cut the nut slots a little better. This thing's perfect. Everywhere I look on it, it's perfect. Now, I may be lucky in that regard. They may not all be like that. I don't know. This is the only one I've ever purchased. So, you know, what can I tell you? So, guitar is made out of chambered mahogany, and it's got a maple cap underneath here. It's got their own proprietary pickups in there. For some reason, I can't remember what the heck they're called, but I do have the specs on the computer behind me. So let's see. For electronics, the pickups are called Broadtron pickups. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Hear that crackling? That's because, believe it or not, it's not the cable. It's because the plastic wear. Hear that? For whatever reason, some plastic on guitars, when you rub it, it'll create a static charge. It's not a fault of the guitar. It's just the plastics are new. A thing that you can do to prevent that, believe it or not, and I haven't done it yet, is to take the plastics off and kind of scuff them up underneath, put them back on. That goes away. It's the weirdest thing, but it's true. It works. But back to the guitar. It's got really cool looking hardware. I love this bent tailpiece. I think it looks awesome. It's got your standard tom type bridge, just like a Gibson would have. The really unique thing about this is you've got 2 volumes for each pickup. You got your neck pickup, bridge pickup, volume, and then you have a tone. But you have a master volume right here, which is pretty cool because when if you put it in the middle position and you change the volume of one of these to get a better blend for your high end, you want to take a little bit of the bridge out, go ahead. Then you have a master volume to control them all so you don't lose that setting if that's a sweet spot for you in the middle. Really cool feature. About the hardware, this switch is a nice solid metal switch. It's really beautiful. It's really clicky. I love it. It feels good. You know, it feels solid, like it's going to last forever. Beautiful little pick guard they put on there, which I may or may not experiment with taking it off to see how this looks without it. Not sure if you can see in this video, but this finish is gorgeous. It's like a metallic maroon, and it's just so nice. It's called metallic cherry, I think, but it's gorgeous. You got huge block inlays on this mahogany neck. The fretboard looks like ebony, but it's actually black walnut. I guess I lied earlier. I did modify something, and this is just a preference. I put a shoestring, not really a shoestring, but just a little string, and I mingled it with the strings to stop them from giving me sympathy noise. I do the same thing up at the headstock. I put a little hair tie up there just to stop those strings from making sympathy sounds. I love these tuners. The buttons feel so cool. They have like a really neat shape to them that probably won't translate well in the video. They're non-locking. They're standard tuners. No volute up here, which is okay. I prefer a volute, but that's not a big deal. Just fit and finish wise. Beautiful mahogany on the back that you can see through. I wish the lighting in my camera would stay steady, but it's not. Just a beautiful, beautiful guitar, and I am rambling on like a madman. I'm sure you're like, shut the hell up and play the goddamn thing. And I'm going to do that right now. So let's go through the tones. Start on a clean channel. Here's the bridge pickup. Here's the middle position, both pickups. Neck pickup. Amazing. The cleans on this guitar are crazy. They sound really good. These pickups are, they're humbucking, which obviously they don't make any noise, but they don't have the punch like a real full humbucker has. It's kind of in between like a P90 and a humbucker, I guess. It's almost like single coil P90, Gretsch pickups, humbuckers. If that makes any sense. But let me tell you what, I have used this guitar to do some recordings recently, and I was using the Archetype Abasi from DSP, I think they're called, the plugin, and put crazy gain on this, and it sounded awesome. It just had this incredible tone, and I used it to track songs with this guitar, and it was so cool. So it does take gain pretty well. So speaking of which, let's put a little bit of gain on here, get some classic rock type of tones. Bridge pickup, by the way. Here's a middle. what some high gain sounds like, or higher gain. Middle. It's just a fun guitar, man. little bit of a, still get some sound, which is weird. It's a static thing, I think. But yeah, I love this guitar, and I think this has dethroned the Yamahas for me. My 502s that I had, I think this has dethroned it for highest quality, low cost guitar. If you like this single cut look, do yourself a favor and get one of these guitars, because I have zero to complain about. I think I'm going to keep this guitar for a while. I say that a lot, but I end up selling a lot. But I love it. This thing is super comfortable. It's built like a tank. I love the build quality on it. It's really... The one thing that looks a little odd is that pickup, the neck pickup. It looks like it's sunk in a little bit further than you'd like it. But if you make a measurement, it's right where it needs to be. And the reason for that is, if you look, most Les Pauls, this area right here, the neck comes out of the body on a Les Paul because it's got more of a neck tilt. This neck is a little bit more flatter to the body. So as a result, that neck pickup needs to be sunk in a little bit. From the front, you can't tell. You know, holding it, you can see it's buried in there. But at first I was like, oh, what the heck? But, you know, you make measurements and it's right where it needs to be. So they thought of it. They put it where it's supposed to be. It's all good. I love this thing. Oh, really cool thing that these come with is a built-in strap lock system. So this little button right here just screws off so you can lose it. Make sure you don't. But it just comes right off, and on the body itself is a little screw post that's set in there. So that little post, you just throw your strap over the post and then screw this thing right on top of it, and it holds your strap. It's awesome. So I don't have to buy strap locks. Not like I could put them on anyway. But once it's tightened on there, your strap ain't going nowhere because it's bigger than the strap hole. Both sides have it. Comes standard on the guitar. $449 is ridiculous for these things brand new. And I've seen them go for as low as $330 in the used market in mint condition. So do yourself a favor. Go get one of these, man, because you won't be sad about it if you like Les Paul style guitars or single cut guitars. Amazing. I'm in love with the Gretsch G5220. Amazing. Go check them out. You'll be glad you did. And I'll see you in the next video. YouTube. Peace out.